What is up, everyone, and welcome to a very special edition of the Danny Show. I'm your host, Danny Cody, giving you commentary and reviews on all things wrestling. Great night at NXT Philadelphia Arena 2300. Great episode of NXT tonight coming to us from Philadelphia. I did a little homework today, and let me just say I'm glad we didn't get two things. First, I'm glad we didn't get Joe Gardner's stupid, dirty jokes tonight. And although I do respect Alfonso, I'm very glad that we didn't have to hear that doggone whistle tonight. But fun fact, I did a little homework today in gearing up for tonight's episode of NXT, and I learned a couple of things. First off, I was very happy when Big D Dudley, God rest his soul, dropped Joe Gardner for calling Devon the winner when actually it was Bubba Ray who was the winner of November to Remember in the very same arena in 1997, where we also saw the Gangsters being New Jack and Mustafa, God rest his soul, God rest New Jack's soul, taking on RVD and his partner Sabu with a partner alongside Saturn in a triple threat three-way dance, which the Gangsters wanted to retain the ECW championship, tag team championships, and a great tag team match featuring Tommy Dreamer and Terry Funk versus the Bulldozer and the franchise Shane Douglas. So just a little history lesson there, but let's go into tonight. Tonight, we opened up the show with Jada Parker and Lola Vice having an amazing Xtreme match with Dawn Marie as the special guest referee. Now, some of you may remember Dawn Marie from her days on WWE SmackDown in that very strange feud with Tori Wilson over her father. Strange. By the way, Tori's dad isn't dead. But moving forward, we had a great NXT opening match, and it's very ironic because tonight we saw the show start with the women and end with the women. We opened the show with an amazing match between Lola Vice and Jada Parker, and I gotta be honest, we saw a lot of weapons. But I really thought it was going to end when Jada Parker took a brick to Lola's head. But Lola kicked out of that, which was a great surprise to me. But the hip attack kept her down. Like I said, great match. We ended the show with a 10 women tag match. I almost said diva. But 10 women tag team match. Zarya she did have an accident with Jordan Grace, but that didn't stop them from winning the match alongside with the athletic Kalani Jordan, Giulia, and Stephanie Valkyrie. Great Spanish, Kalani. They took on Roxanne, Cora Jade, and Fatal Influence. Now, great tag team match, as I said. The opening was my favorite one, but great tag team match. As far as other tag team match, we saw Bubba Ray team up with Trick Williams to unfortunately go down to Ethan Page and Ridge Holland of the Brawling Brutes, formerly with the Brawling Brutes. But that didn't stop them from getting the last word because Ethan Page and Ridge didn't know how to leave well enough alone. We didn't have any tables under the ring. Jada Parker refused to have tables earlier. We didn't get any tables tonight under the ring. So we thought we weren't going to get any tables because Devon Dudley, old Testify, showed up and had Ethan Page put through a table. The only difference is there wasn't a table light on fire. And I wanted to point out something very interesting. For those of you who watched ECW back in the day, there is this guy with a Hawaiian shirt and a tropical hat that's always on the front row. And if I didn't know any better, I would have thought the same guy was present tonight. And speaking of people from the past, Nunzio went one-on-one with Tony D'Angelo in a very quick match in which Tony D'Angelo retained the North American Championship and they all hugged together. But I want to point out something funny. Every time Nunzio is hoisted in midair and about to be thrown down for the pinfall, he always does the crucifix. I remember many years ago when The Undertaker faced Nunzio and Nunzio was in midair for the last ride. Nunzio always did this before going down. Why don't you just fight out of the last ride? I mean, The Undertaker was still going to get you, but anyway, moving forward, great to see RVD. Wesley learned not to mess with him, and thanks to that, Javon Evans defeated Wesley with help from RVD. And Javon Evans, pretty good try with the frog splash, not bad. Also tonight, we saw Francine. I believe she's the one. Is she the one married to Tommy Dreamer? No, it's someone else. Somebody else was with Tommy Dreamer because I remember watching November to Remember 97 and seeing Tommy's wife with a broken neck. Thanks a lot, Shane Douglas and Bulldozer Guy. Thankfully, the Pitbull came to fight him off at the end. But in any event, going forward, I don't know who that was. Which one was is married to Tommy Dreamer, but it was great to see Francine. Unfortunately, Tommy Dreamer didn't show up, but we did get Rhyno. And to be honest, I thought when the lights went out, we were going to get Sabu. But we got Rhyno instead. And that should teach Robert Stone not to mess with Philadelphia. That'll teach him real good. I really thought it was Sabu. But Rhyno went for the gore. Now, with that being said, I'm closing out by letting you guys know to check out my top 10 favorite matches from Philadelphia. I'm your host, Daniel Cody, and that's all the time I have for you today. And I'll be back with another review on all things wrestling. Peace out.